Back to the program. It's 13 minutes past 9 o'clock right now in Stivers, Ford, Lincoln. Downright proud to salute organizations here in Central Iowa that are doing some outstanding things, and we have one right now we want to talk about. Everyone Wins Iowa. Karen Ligas is joining us, and some people may never have heard about your organization.
Everybody wins when you read with a child. So we are a nonprofit organization serving elementary school students in Central Iowa. We serve over 500 students each year. School year programs and summer programs, and we try to get kids excited about reading. Our mission is to increase children's success in school and life through caring adult reading mentoring experiences.
So you go to the schools and you read.
Schools. We bring a book cart and materials, and we recruit community volunteers to come in and read 1 hour a week with elementary school students.
So are you talking about, when you say 1 hour, you're reading like with individual kids, or
one-on-one? Yep,
okay.
One-to-one experiences, adult to student, and it's just really a fun, easy way to give back to the community.
And who's all involved in the program?
We have people from all walks of life. We have high school students, college students, corporate volunteers, retired persons, everybody that would be interested in helping a child to learn. We were founded in 2002 in Iowa. The program was actually founded in the late 80s out of New York. And
yeah, how did that start?
Well, Arthur and Phyllis Tannenbaum. Arthur had read a New York Times review about the Jim Trelease Read Aloud Handbook and the importance of reading aloud to children. And he recalled that it was his favorite time of day was to go home after work and read bedtime stories to his children and then grandchildren. And he realized that there were children in the nearby elementary school that could probably use a volunteer to come in and read with them. And so he started his Power Lunch program. So he recruited a couple of colleagues, and they went and read during the lunchtime. And it was so successful that he ended up retiring early and starting Everybody Wins New York. And the program kind of just spread along the East Coast, and Senator Tom Harkin got involved in Everybody Wins DC as a volunteer.
Oh, cool.
And he helped to bring the program to Iowa in 2002. We started with 3 elementary schools, Capitol View, Monroe, and Windsor, with about 15 students in 2002, and we've expanded to serving over 500 children in about 23 different schools and programs throughout Central Iowa. We're in Ankeny at Terrace Elementary School, Hillside in West Des Moines, about 12 Des Moines schools, St. Teresa's with the Des Moines Diocese, the 2 elementaries in Norwalk, and the 4 elementaries in Indianola, and Pella Christian in Pella. So we kind of have just expanded in Central Iowa.
But you said it's a one-on-one though, right?
It is one-on-one. We read one adult or mentor with one student, and they're really encouraging people to get involved to help students get excited about reading.
And we've seen any progress from these programs?
Absolutely. About 90% of the students that we serve are maintaining or improving their literacy skills. They are attending school more often. And so that really helps the students have that caring adult mentor that they know is coming every week to spend time with them and to read books and other reading materials with them.
Oh, is this a traveling road show, or is it an ongoing program at all these schools?
It's an ongoing program, and we started with the Power Lunch program, which was a concept that New York used, and we have since expanded. We do breakfast programs. Hillside and West Des Moines just started a breakfast program last year. We also do some after-school programming. We are looking into piloting an evening program with an area church this fall, and so just any time that we have sort of students that have that need for someone to come in and read with them.
So what type of things are you reading to these kids?
We read
Wall Street Journal.
No,
well, that could be, if the student is interested, we would definitely read that. One of our board members shared a story a couple of years ago about his student. We provide a book cart and books, so that way we're not taking away from the library resources that the schools have. We bring the program to the schools. We store a book cart full of reading materials, and the students get to select what types of books that they want to read. We also have part-time school coordinators who work with the teachers to try to identify what literacy skills do the students need to focus on, and then provide literacy resources for those students. But our board member mentioned that his student, for whatever reason, wasn't interested in fiction or historical nonfiction. He wanted to actually read the encyclopedia, and so they would just pull a
Really?
volume of the encyclopedia and look up things and research things. And
Now,
read
so
through that.
it's both people reading together, or is it the adult reading to the student?
It's both. It starts primarily around, because the student will bring their lunch or their breakfast to the program, and so while they're eating, the adult usually reads to the student, and then once the student feels comfortable, they'll start to read out loud to the adult.
Interesting
Yeah.
concept.
We obviously have children here who don't sometimes hear English in their homes.
Absolutely.
Is this a benefit to those kids
Absolutely.
to hear and see English being read?
Yes, the students that are selected for the program are selected by their classroom teachers, primarily because one and or all three of these reasons. One is they're not reading on grade level, they're reading below grade level, they're reluctant readers, they really don't like to read. Two, they may be from English language, they may be English language learners or from a home where English is not spoken in the home. Or third, they may just need an adult mentor to spend time with them and to help support their reading.
Suzette happens to be
Yeah,
a teacher,
I am.
and I wonder
Waiting to
how this all sounds to you. I mean, it sounds pretty
I think
great.
it sounds fantastic. First of all, I have a degree in K through 12 with a reading endorsement, but I've never taught elementary school. I've only taught middle school and high school. But having two boys of my own, and it sounded familiar what you were saying, how they'd want to read the encyclopedia. My kids would take a book on Encyclopedia of Animals, and one day they'd say, let's just do the animals that start with M, or let's just do the mammals, or let's do, and I could have used someone else reading to them simply because they wore me out.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
such a benefit, and they're very, very smart boys, and it has probably a lot to do with that time and care that we took together and made literacy a focus. So
Absolutely,
it's a
absolutely. We have
big
many
deal for you guys.
families that are struggling economically. They may be working several jobs, and so they may not have parents at home. They may have younger siblings that the children are caring for, their brothers and sisters. And kind of a stark statistic that we've shared is that the typical middle-class child usually enters first grade with about 1,000 to 1,700 hours of reading time, and a low-income child has about 25.
Wow.
Wow.
And anytime you can feel more loved, you might as well.
All right, now if we want to get more
Absolutely.
information on your program, where can we find it?
The best way is to visit us online at everybodywinsiowa.org, and it's Everybody Wins, IOWA, all spelled out.
Thank you for your work. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Stivers Ford
And one more
Lincoln,
thing that
Downright proud to salute you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. And one more thing that I wanted to mention too is we also provide books for the children to take home throughout the school year.
Oh,
We do
nice.
several special events
Yep.
to provide books because many of our families don't have written
afford
books
it.
anymore. Or, they may have
Oh,
a lot of
written book. Okay,
technology,
yeah,
but
that's true.
may not have picture books to share. And so they write their names in their books and then they take their books home and they can share it with their families. It's another way to promote reading.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That's great.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Great
Thank you.
organization.
Well, thank you so much for
telling us
having
about
us
that.
on.
Yeah. Good
And,
job.
yeah.
It's